Okay, so I left this running as Undead for a while. We got the Undead challenge. I think I actually also... I got the Undead challenge. I got the Elven challenge, which actually didn't take too long. And so on and so forth. More or less just set it up and just let it run. So I'm going to very quickly get as many gems as I possibly can. Get a little bit more money. This setup actually ended up being rather strong. Let's see. So what are we going to do? Speaking of leaving the game running for 24 hours, I should have a look at the new Risk of Rain update. Oh, it's so good. You will enjoy it if you get, if you really get into it. I played it today, but I'm just really tired. Brace Evil for a while. Oh, I haven't actually excavated here. Now, I might want to just excavate a gazillion times on this. Or do we abdicate and try and... Well, I know I have enough to reincarnate, but I want to try and excavate and get this, because I've got a decent chunk of money. So I think what I'm going to do, grab this, buy all, just to get a bunch of royal exchanges, get as many gems as I possibly can, and then speed abdicate as angels a bunch of times, I think. Hi from Ukraine. Hello! I hope you're staying safe over there, but welcome on in. Okay, let's abdicate. And we're just going to do Proof of Good Deed, Angels, buy all upgrades, grab everything. Let's see. I've already got all of the gem upgrades I can get. Okay. Now let's buy as many as I can, because we should be able to shoot up really quickly as far as money goes. Yeah, if I can instantly buy a... like 700 Halls of Legends, then I'm in a good spot. I should probably switch this over to buy maximum, but I prefer buy smart just because clean number feel good. Okay. Go back to this. Buy all again. Buy all again. Let's see, how are we doing financially? Not quite as good as where we were at with the Undead, but I'm sure we're going to get up there really quickly. Let's see. And back to buy all. I wonder if there's a hotkey for buying all. Go faster. And numbers have to end in 0. I'm right there with you. Yeah, it feels weird if it's like 963. Like, obviously, if I'm working with small numbers, it's not so bad. But when you're going big number, then you want it to be 5s or 10s, just because it feels weird. I met a guy a long time ago that was like a proponent of... Oh, shoot, what was it? It was like base 4 notation. Oh, I probably should not have hit buy all as much as I did. Whatever. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to excavate here that cleanly. I needed the dwarves and I spent all of my coins. Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's just reincarnate. I can do digging later. Let's see. So this will increase everything by an additional stack, and we unlock a new faction in this reincarnation. Your Majesty, the mercenaries have sent a message for you. It reads, "Hello, champion of the afterlife. You've reached unimaginable power, but even now you're a weakling in the eyes of our army. We are the mercenaries, the true rulers of this world, offering our power to the worthy to let them conquer those that don't deserve it. We'll see which you are." Okay. Well, I don't think I have them unlocked yet. Do I? Oh, mercenary tribute. Needs just gobs of coins. Pay the mercenaries a tribute to unlock their powers. Be quick though, the price increases over time. Alright, so in that case, let's roll goblins. Probably. Okay, buy every goblin upgrade we possibly can. Grab the drow. Yeah, so I've unlocked the quest to get them as a faction at the very least. I just gotta get the rest. Yeah, the one problem is I don't have, well, I guess I do start with a lot. Which is kind of a relief, but I am not quite ready to abdicate. Oh, I probably should have done a neutral faction first. Okay, let's just throw in Goblin's Greed. Okay, because that should give me enough coins, hopefully. Alright, there's those. So we're still a little ways off of getting the drow, but at least the rest of this is fine, and we've already gotten a decent chunk of gems. In that case, let's abdicate immediately. And do we just dive right in? Again? Yeah. Let's see. Don't want that. Bah. I really wish the gem allocation was a different part of the UI, just to make my life easier. There we go. Been so long, I miss mercs. Do you stop getting mercs after a certain point? There we go. That should give me a whole bunch of coins. Okay, still not enough for the drow or the dwarf upgrade. But, I mean, either way, we're there. Ascension 2 takes them away. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I do an excavation? Yes. I'm gonna do a couple. Okay, and we're just waiting for drow coins, so I can spend all of the others. That should give me a nice little boost. Unfortunately, kind of expensive. Do we stick around? Or, if I've got this much money, maybe we excavate again. There we go. That gets me closer to my goal. Let's see. Then I'm actually going to wait until my mana fills out completely, because we want to do Goblin's Greed. You know, actually, no. We just want to have Goblin's Greed run as many times as possible. There it is. Okay. Alas, how expensive are the Dark Elf upgrades? They're a little outside my price range. Let's see. Did I get the upgrade that makes it so you get 150 tax collects in 5 seconds? Yeah. Yeah, I did actually get that one. I think I was AFKing while playing as the elves, the angels. There we go. And it got me a bunch. Okay. I did a decent shot with, I think it was the druids. Let's give them a shot for a little while, because we just gotta get our money production up hard so I can get some other things and unlock the mercs. I remember the druids having a decent setup. Okay, let's just fill these out. Forget why the druids were so good. I'm 99% certain it's the spell. Okay. Grand balance. Gets me farms. Buy all. Okay. Then we don't want to do anything else, at least for a moment. So wasn't it the faceless? Both were good. I forget which one was better. At least I can already abdicate for a nice bonus. Not a huge one, but it's there. Now, does the grand balance get me... Nah. Neither of them get me extra coin, faction tokens. I know the angels get that. I think... Yeah, okay, we'll roll faceless after this and see which ones. Yeah, faceless are the broken ones with the mind wave scaling things up. It's true, but you have to wait for it, which was the issue. Just pop that a bunch. I still don't think this is quite enough. Okay, let's abdicate again. We're just speed abdicating. Go faceless. I am very glad I wailed. It is saving me a tremendous amount of time. Okay, grab all of those. Fill these out. We might as well hit Brainwave right off the bat. Because, yeah, unfortunately, waiting for a whole 10 minutes for Brainwave to trigger and be, like, amazing is a little tough. It's not bad, but that's really good if I'm going for more of a long con run. Like, if I'm going to be sticking around. But part of my strategy here, because I wailed and I have such a strong start, I can just hyper-abdicate, like, a bunch of times, and it tends to actually work out really well for me to just go as fast as humanly possible. Let's see, reincarnate 5 times. And I'm also just trying to get this thing, which is really hard. The fairy dwarves got me to mercs pretty quick. Problem is, I've got to actually be able to afford dwarves, and so that's why I'm hyper-abdicating. Because currently dwarves are outside of my price range. I believe it's like to the 40, e to the 45th power to actually be able to afford the upgrade. So until then, it's just not worth considering them. Yeah. Because I know this is going to get better the longer I wait for Brainwave. But I think I'd be better off just abdicating whenever this slows down. Okay, I could try Proof of Good Deed, but I think we want the druids. I don't know if I'm going to go for the faction coins at the moment. The heritage bonuses are nice. But I think we want just the income. For the speed at the moment. Okay, get that going. Pop grand balance. There we go. Because, yeah, unfortunately our coins are not that great. But, yeah, if you notice, druids, just baseline, due to grand balance, make just stupid amounts of money because of how grand balance works. It means it's a very easy way to effectively take whatever my previous gem value is, and then very quickly convert it up into the next, you know, even just like an additional power. Because I could abdicate and increase it by magnitude of 1, order of magnitude of 1. It would be way more gems, and so it's like I could do it now, but I'm gonna wait until it slows down just a bit. We don't have a whole lot of faction coins, which is the downer, because, you know, I can't get the other ones, but that's okay. Yeah, it cost 1 E to the 60 coins, so there's no reason to rush for mercenaries until I can reliably hit 1 E to the 60. Let's see. In the meantime, can I excavate? Yes. I really want that. But alas. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until the abdication slows down a little bit further. And then we'll reboot. Do I even want to get any of these? Max mana. I mean, the faceless heritage is actually quite good. Both of them are. Okay. Do we excavate one more time? Yeah. Because that should give me a decent production bonus, and then I can go back to buying all. I'm not going to bother with the druid or the dwarven heritage. There we go. That's a big buff. Yeah, so I'm just going to let Grand Balance cast itself every once in a while. And then hit Tax Collect. Keep Grand Balance going constantly. But then when we fill up on mana and can cast both Gem Grinder and Call to Arms, hit both. And go. Let's see. Do we want to just abdicate at this point? Because whenever this goes up by an order of magnitude of 3, that's usually the way to go. I guess the other thing I could do is just turn that off. And wait. Yeah, let's do it. My maximum mana capacity, because we were crawling as far as bonuses go. So I mean, I'd probably want to just wait for the full... Eventually, what I want is contingency autocasting. And then the upgrade to that? Or is it just contingency? Because I don't think it can shift click yet. No, I can't. We'll just wait for the mana to pop. And there's some money. It pretty much doubled my abdication bonus. So I think I might want to just abdicate again as soon as these are over. Good as they are, this is a little time consuming and I can reboot and go even faster. How much do I need for that? E to the 47th. We're getting close to it, but if I abdicate now, roll druids again. It should give me exactly what I need. Okay. Just plop all these down. Greetings. Hello there. How are you doing this fine and lovely at actual afternoon? I usually don't stream this early. Ish? I don't know. 2 o'clock is usually the earliest I will go, but I've just absolutely destroyed my sleep schedule and a bunch of other things. Trying to finish Endwalker, which I managed to do. Let's see. Pop both of these. Just for a little bit of an immediate boost. Okay, how am I doing financially? Decent. But I don't quite have enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy all. Because that alone is kind of big money right there. I'm not getting a... Oh. Because I needed the Druid Friendship Pack, didn't I? That's my issue. Alright, let's abdicate again. Let's see, roll Druid again. I gotta remember to get the Druid Alliance first and foremost. If I don't, I'm hamstrung. Okay. There we go. That's way better. Now my mana gain is not terrible. Let's see. How are we doing financially? We're there. So what do we want to do? Probably wait. I should do Grand Balance Gem Grinder, Call to Arms, and a pair of tax collections. 3 tax collections. 4 tax collections. There we go. That's the money. A little bit more. And we're golden. Okay. That's the combo. That's what I gotta remember to do. And if I don't do it, not as good. Let's see. The Druid Heritage is a little ways away. Most of these are a little ways away. At this point, I could probably just ignore them. The Dwarven one is great, though. And the Drow one's kind of good. Here, let's just get the Titan and the Faceless for a cash bonus. Up to Reincarnation level 3, I see. Yep. Yeah, getting there. Okay, grab a couple. Grab contingent. Big money. Alright. Grab that. Wait for this to go. Not quite enough. Can I do shift click on that? No. Because we got to get planned auto casting. Is the issue. Why do you control 1, 2, and 3? And then 4. Hopefully it'll just fire off whenever it hits full. It might get a little messy. Grab some faction coins. There we go. Wow, that was a lot more faction coins. I guess I just gotta wait until I'm better buffed up. Okay, still can't get the mercenary tribute, but at least the rest of this is more promising. And we gotta get up to E to the 36 gems. I mean, that's not gonna take too long. So watch as my money explodes. There we go. It's kind of this weird instantaneous thing. But, I mean, I can't complain. Oh yeah, we're up into the E to the 50s. Nice. Okay. I think we still need E to the 56 money if I want to get the, planned auto-casting, which is a little pricey. Well, if I'm slowing down, let's wait for one more grand balance hyper-splosion. And then we can get rolling. I've been playing a lot of Orb of Creation as kind of a counterpart to this game. And I really miss the spells, the customizable spells in that one. You could do some wild stuff with that, much like comboing all of these spells together. I feel like once we get mercenaries, though, we might be able to do some interesting stuff. There we go. That's some money. So is this a cookie clicker style game? Yes. I would say cookie clicker is probably the earliest stage of what this game is. That might be a little reductive or a little dismissive. I didn't find cookie clicker had that much immediate depth to it. This has a lot. Okay, we have enough that we can probably start getting to dwarves. Maybe. So let's roll angels and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so we already have the faction coins to get dwarves. We just don't have the money to get them. Or master them, but mastery is here and there. Okay, right. Just fill these out. It takes a while. Okay, so we want to do God's Hand, Diamond Pickaxe, Call to Arms, and then as many tax collections as I possibly can cast. Okay, there we go. That should open us up. I never actually used gem power here, did I? Whoops. That would have a notable effect, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's just get a bunch of tax collections, get me more coins than I have a feasible use for. Yeah, here we go. This is the stuff. Fill these out. Can I... No, I still can't afford contingent auto-casting, but that's fine. Just pick that up. Grab the Drow Heritage. Oh. I got the Heritage before I actually got the Dwarven Heritage going. That's a whoops. That's fine. Tax collection should get me over the hump. There we go. Yeah, let's just let that go. I could potentially have all of them fire off. Let's see. Increased mana regen based on how many gems I have. Okay. I'm just going to let that go up to full, and it's just going to do its thing. Yeah, here we go. This is the money zone. It's a little messy, but it works. Okay, Mind Dwarf. Unfortunately, we're still off of being able to get the mercenaries, because 61 is kind of tough. Let's just do buy all, get a bunch of royal exchanges, which should speed us up even further. The wild part is the druids just kind of on their own without all of this extra setup. We're able to get almost as much. Which just blows my mind a little bit. Wait, already unlocked mercenaries? Yeah. I think whaling in this game actually... Oh, there's the money. I think whaling actually makes a huge difference just because I can hyper-abdicate, which is something you can't really do normally. You know, whenever you reincarnate, it resets your gem bonus, and you effectively have to work your way up. It gets faster and faster, but it's still, you're starting from kind of zero. Whereas this way, I start from E to the 45th, which means I can just... I don't want to say skip straight to the end. But I can skip easily the first maybe like 10 minutes of every run. Of every abdication, if not longer. Whaling. So, a whale is a person that spends money on a free-to-play game. And so I bought the 3 buffs that specifically give you starting money, faction coins, and a bunch of other things. Namely because the developers deserve, you know, to pay bills and stuff. And also because as a person, you know, recording and streaming this, it's kind of one of those where it's easier and better for me to do so. Do we want to just do Hyper Angels again? Probably. Okay. And I might want to actually grab all of these upgrades real quick. I think I'm going to just hit buy all for a bunch of the royal exchanges early instead of waiting. The rubies are mostly paid. I can see why people would pay for them as well, but I personally won't. I'm perfectly fine just paying for the couple of large boosts at the beginning and then just saying good enough. Let's see. Oops. God's Hand, Diamond Pickaxe, Call to Arms, Holy Light, and then Tax Collection is the last. Okay, now my mana generation is off the walls. Oh, perfect. We can even get planned auto-casting. There we go. Okay, so now when all 4 buffs are active, the tax collection just fires off non-stop. I don't honestly even need some of the other upgrades, but hey, it's fine. Oh, right, I should get the Dwarven upgrades. Grab those. And how we doing? We're already up to E to the 25th by a fair bit. And we're good. Now, if I remember right, challenges... Let's see, Fairy Challenge looks like it would be the hardest. It depends. That's specifically a lot faster if you've done the paid version. Because, yeah, I just could get that one instantly. Can you really whale in a single-player game? I view whaling as using money to bully free-to-play and multiplayer games. Maybe? Part of it from my perspective is I'm kind of just making fun of people that do that. Because no, I don't actually really think you can whale in a single-player game. Just like with cheating in a single-player game, I don't think you can cheat in a single-player game. Maybe you can kind of cheat yourself out of an experience, but hey, there's Mercenary Tribute. It does go up in price though, but we got it. Oath of Mercenaries. By reciting the Oath of Mercenaries, you will be able to join mercenaries for the rest of your existence. Not even reincarnations will strip you of this right. You'll be able to take any alignment and become a good, neutral, or evil mercenary, therefore determining your building set, and from there on you'll be able to take any spell or ability from any other faction. What? That sounds nutty. Okay. Grab a couple of these upgrades, even if they don't help too much. And we don't have anything to spend faction coins on, so let's just do that. Immediate problem is, I'm not actually sure if if I have enough income to be able to buy it. Maybe. I can also spill water down my belly. Whoops. That's what I get for being greedy and not wanting to cough. What do we think? Do we stick it out or do we just hyper-abdicate a couple of times? Yeah, the term whale is referencing how valuable whales were during the time of whaling. You'd land one and be good for a long while. So whale is just someone who spends a lot and has little to do with bullying or similar. Yeah, I would say that. What's a good example of a game I whale for? Guild Wars 2. I've definitely paid a decent chunk of money until Guild Wars 2 is just kind of like a, I like this game. I might as well just throw money at like cool cosmetics whenever, let's see, whenever I'm playing that game. I'm like, hey, this is an armor set I want. They also do the kind of shitty thing of like, hey, you want to, you know, here's this cool cash shop thing. It's going away in like a couple weeks or a month or whatever. Buy it now or who knows when you'll be able to get it again. And like, it comes back, but it, you know, you gotta wait. What do we think? Do we abdicate? Yeah, it's going pretty slow at this point. Let's just hyper angels a couple of times until we get what we're looking for. Oh, I should have probably checked to see if I could excavate. Oh well. I'd really like games to stop weaponizing FOMO, but it's not happening, but still. There's a couple games that do it well, but there's a lot of games that don't. So, like I've been playing, I'll keep that one off until we get the contingent autocasting on. Like, I'd say like Final Fantasy XIV does a decent job of it, where it's just like, there's no FOMO, you miss out on nothing from what I can tell. I think there's a couple of events, but all they do is get you things that you already have, or they're so regular that you can just plan on them coming back at a good time. So I think there's like the car that you have to wait for. What is FOMO? Fear of missing out. I refuse to look at how much I've spent on League. Yeah, I've heard that one sucks down money like nobody's business. Like, I get it. That's how developers make money. But it just always feels kind of weird and gross. Oh yeah, we've already caught up to where we were at. Mostly. Not quite there. There we go. Grab both of those. Keep upgrading. How are we doing financially? We're there. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Boop. I was wondering why I wasn't making as much money as the last run. The answer is I've got to remember to actually do the royal exchange, otherwise it's pointless. Oh, here's the thing. I should probably scale this down. That way I'm way more likely to actually cast the buff sooner instead of waiting for it to fill out the rest of the way. Because there is no point in doing that. Let's see, ever since they added gacha chests for skins, it feels like you don't need to spend money on it. Oh, for League? Maybe? I don't know. Destiny 2, when they removed the paid and cash shop item content, oh gosh, I'm actually really frustrated by that, and I have no idea why they did. I bought Season of the Witch, or whatever the new expansion is. I bought it, and I haven't even installed it. I want to, but there's that feeling of like, I missed expansion, I missed the first two expansions and just never got around to them. You know, I finished Red War, but I didn't do the others, and I really wish I had. And now I'm just kind of sitting there being like, I hope they unvault it at some point so I can go back and give it a shot. Also, thank you, Dissimilar Me for the 20-month resub, Super Pie for the 37-month resub, and 177 Mike for the 40-month resub. Thank you all so much. But yeah, I love Destiny. I think the formula for it is great, but getting rid of old content just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'd much rather see them do kind of what Final Fantasy does, where it's just like, hey, the old content still exists, and we might do a couple of like little updates for it, but here's like a dungeon queue, so you help out people that are doing old content, and it's like, yeah. Because I actually really like revisiting old dungeons and trials and raids and being like, oh yeah, I remember this fight. It's really satisfying. Let's see, the reason why they're getting rid of old content is hard drive space reasons. Let me pay for that then. Like, have me do like a I don't want to say like a toggle or something, but you know, maybe on the main menu, which modules do you want to have installed? Because I've got a 16 terabyte hard drive sitting next to me. Like I could put anything on that if I wanted to. And so if they want to cut down on hard drive space, so say you only want to be playing, you know, the base game, okay, that's the module you have installed. Say you finish most of the Red War content, you just turn off the strikes or something. Like, give players the option to disable content they don't have access to and let them uninstall it. I'm sure there would be problems with that from a, like, programming perspective, but from a player perspective, that would be nothing short of incredibly huge. I should probably... no, it doesn't matter that much. Let's see, that would split the player base, though. I guess? I don't know how much of an issue that would be. I guess it depends on how small the player base is. I think the one part you'd have to leave open would always be the, like, open world segments. Ish? Or, I don't know. I feel like at this point, there are easier ways to do it that aren't that strange. Okay, so I got mercenaries. Oh, right. Let's just crawl over the finish line to get Oath of the Mercenaries. It's going to take a little bit, but it's not going to take too long. I guess we could just excavate like a gazillion times and see what happens. So what does excavation do? It gives you a small chance of finding an interesting, like, diggable relic. Some of those get you neat things. Most of them are just kind of neat and memey. I think most of them come with an upgrade now that I'm thinking about it. Some come with factions or, like, new features. But most of the time you just end up with a ton of faction coins, which is useful because you kind of need a lot of those. This is fine. There it is. Oath of the Mercenaries. You've permanently unlocked the mercenary faction. Cool. So if I abdicate now, let's buy all. Get what I can. Yeah, it's enough. Abdicate. So where is mercenary? Or do I go evil deed? I see. So I have to... Okay, let's abdicate again. Let's go good deed. Angels. No. Oh. I have to... Oh, okay. That's different. So let's do good deed. Buy the base heritages. So I have to actually buy the mercenary contract instead of a faction. So I have to... Ooh. Alright. How much does this cost? Eat it. Ooh. Oh, it would certainly help if I buy my powers. Let's see. How am I doing financially? You know, actually not as bad as I thought. I guess I might as well just have Holy Light on for some extra click power. Oh, buy the Reincarnation upgrade. Oh, because I don't have exchanges. I never click on the exchange button because, you know, normally that's not relevant to me. But today it is. Okay. Let's just buy a bunch of Heaven's Gates. And then we'll just wait. Holy Light doesn't actually get me... No, it just gives me clicking reward. So I guess I'll just do tax collection a couple of times.